Welcome to the Poundland Bescot Stadium on another momentous day in the history of Walsall Football Club. As you can see from the lineup today, we've got both co-chairmen with us, Lee Pomlett and Ben Boycott as well. Head coach Michael Flynn and Chief Executive Stephen Gamble is here as well. So I'm going to hand over to Lee and he'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. This is a very important day in the history of Walsall Football Club, because today we can announce that we have finally reunited the club with its freehold. We have bought the club off SLA, our landlords, so we now own it. It's the end of a huge amount of work that's gone on, particularly in recent weeks and months, but it's a very, very important milestone in our history, and I'm personally very, very pleased about it. And I made a commitment personally back in 2019 that this would happen. Well, it has, and it happened today.
And Ben, how's it come about and why? What are the reasons for it?
Yeah, well, as Lee said, a big day in the history of the club, and really what this is the completion of the announcement we made earlier this year. So when Trevella purchased the majority of the shares from Lee, we committed that within 2 years, so before June of 2024, that the club would be purchasing the freehold. That's just been done a bit more quickly than we originally anticipated. And really what that is, the reason why I'd say that's been done more quickly is just a reflection of the tremendous confidence that we have in this football club and in this town. And it's really just, as I said before, just who we are as a group. So we're long-term value investors. We believe in investing in things that matter, and things that last, and things that have a positive impact in people's lives and in communities, and we believe that's happening here, and so this is really just us anchoring into that philosophy. So more specifically, what's actually happened today is that Trevella has purchased an additional block of shares from Lee. Trevella's made a fairly substantial equity injection into the club, and also arranged a debt facility, conservative debt facility, from an American financial institution. And all that together has put the club in a position to purchase the freehold. So net result of all that today is Trevella Group owns about 90% of the shares of the club, and the club owns the freehold.
Mm-hmm. And Stephen, from a business point of view, what does this mean for Walsall Football Club?
Significant. Lee and Ben have already said what a momentous day that is. But we've never owned the freehold to the Bescot Stadium site. We've always been a tenant. We've always paid rent, and so moving forward, we will have a mortgage that will need to be serviced. But thanks to that substantial equity injection by Trevella, it means that the mortgage payments will be significantly less than the rent, which puts the club in a really strong position.
And Michael, from the fans' perspective, I think this is going to be regarded as very, very good news.
I think it'll be the best news the fans have heard in 32 years, I think, of paying rent at the football club. It's a monumentous day. Trevella, Lee, everybody who's put in the hard work deserve a massive amount of credit, and the supporters should be, and I know they will be, over the moon, because this is crucial to actually own your own stadium and concentrate on getting more through the gate now, and us reaping the rewards of owning the stadium.
Mm-hmm. And Ben, just to sum up, it's a big deal, it's a big moment, a lot of hard work and a lot of thank yous at you as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, so just say club owes a debt of gratitude. I owe a debt of gratitude to a lot of people who've made today possible. Lee, who secured the option to purchase the freehold back in 2019. Jeff Bonser, who granted that option. Stephen, who both then and now has done an unbelievable amount of work. 100% wouldn't have happened without him. Dan Mole and many others who have supported that process. So a lot of people who made today possible, but first and foremost, I'd say what made today possible is the supporters. Today's about them. I've personally been really moved since I came here by the level of support that this town gives to this club. And obviously we see that this year. Home support's been fantastic. Away support's been fantastic. But learning the history of the club, I mean, above all that, supporters have been behind the club through 134 years worth of wins and losses and promotions and relegations and good economic times and horrible economic times. and more recently a global pandemic, and of course specifically to today, some uncertainty around the future of the club based on the situation of being a tenant in your stadium. So they've been faithful day in, day out through all of that, and today is about them. They made this possible, and because of them, I'm very confident when I say what I've said before, and I'll say again that I believe our best days as a football club and our best days as a town are still ahead of us.
Excellent. Well, Lee, Ben, Michael and Stefan, fantastic. Thanks for joining us. What a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.